Manchester United, full of great players, great managers and a great history. Manchester United are one of the biggest clubs in the world, winning 20 league titles and 3 European trophies. They have had players such as Charlton, Best, Cantona and Ronaldo, and have had managers such as Sir Alex Ferguson and Sir Matt Busby. However, there is another man who managed Manchester United during their darkest hour. On the 6th of February 1958, Manchester United was flying back home from their European game against Red Star Belgrade. The plane had stopped at Munich airport to refuel and tried to take off 3 times. On the 3rd time of taking off, the plane skidded off the end of the runway and crashed into a fence, killing 8 players and 15 others, including Man United staff, crew members and journalists. Back in Manchester, a man who liked to stay in the shadows was brought to light to save Manchester United, and this man was Jimmy Murphy. Jimmy Murphy had become the assistant manager at Manchester United in 1955, and his main responsibility was to scout and train the young footballers who were about to become the Busby Babes. Out of football, Jimmy Murphy enjoyed spending time with his family, doing the normal housework.
He was just an ordinary man really. I just accepted him as my father, and he used to make me breakfast in the morning. Got up very early, make the old coal fires like they used to do in the old days, and I can see him now going out to the bin, emptying the ashes in the morning, and then making my toast. Just used to make my toast, make my breakfast every single morning and see me off to school. Help my mother with the housework and what have you, just an ordinary man. I didn't think he was such a great person as he turned out to be, really.
Jimmy Murphy didn't travel with Manchester United as he was managing Wales at the time and returned to Old Trafford to find out what tragically happened in Munich. Murphy would bring his children along to Old Trafford with him to help out as they had no staff during the aftermath.
Then the Munich happened, of course, and he spent most of his time at the ground. He slept there a few nights, you know, and I remember my brother and my sisters, my brothers and my sister going down to the ground and helping to open the mail because we were short staffed, opening all the mail that people had sent them.
The Manchester United board wanted to close down the club, however, Jimmy Murphy didn't allow that to happen and wanted to rebuild Manchester United.
He kept the club going. He helped the club fulfil fixtures, brought in emergency signings, basically kept Manchester United going and helped them build towards the club what they are today.
Jimmy Murphy led Manchester United to the FA Cup final a few months after the crash.
And came out beside their white-shirted opponents, Bolton Wanderers. Then Bobby Charlton sets the ball rolling and the match of the season is underway.
Despite losing 2-0 to Bolton, the people at Manchester United won the hearts of many. Sir Matt Busby then returned to manage Manchester United with Jimmy Murphy by his side. Despite being offered the jobs at Juventus and Brazil, Murphy stayed at Manchester United as assistant manager until 1971. In 2011, a film focusing around the Munich air disaster and Jimmy Murphy was released on BBC Two. Jimmy Murphy was played by David Tennant and it brought Murphy back into the light.
I really enjoyed the film. I was very proud of it. Growing up as a youngster, I didn't really understand what the influence Grandad had at Old Trafford because he never spoke about it when we went to visit him every Sunday. He was always very humble and shy, he never spoke about his achievements. And then after watching the film, it sort of brings it home to you, what he did actually achieve. And after meeting all the production staff, David Tennant, who actually played my granddad, I felt very proud and all the production staff were excited about it, and it really was an eye-opener for me and for maybe a lot of Manchester United fans that who Jimmy Murphy was, and it brought him into many homes, I think.
Despite his achievement at Manchester United, he's unknown to many Man United fans. With his age at the limelight, he would always go down as a Manchester United legend.
And one final point I'd like to make about Jimmy Murphy and about football in general is that I think one of the great partnerships that people mention in football is Brian Clough and Peter Taylor. Well, I think that Sir Matt Busby and Jimmy Murphy should be right high up there with them both. you.